Mm. Can you hear me? It's crazy. Hi. I cannot even see my name in that. Hi, good evening. Can you hear me? Please, if you can hear me, drop the comments, drop a comment in the comment section. Please drop your comments so I'll be able to read. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay, Amarachi. Good evening, Amarachi. Good evening, Esther. Um, Hope you are good and hope you're fine. And I see you, right? I've been trying to set up this thing. Actually, it's my first time and it was, I don't know, it's kind of stressing. Do you get? So, Tolani, good evening. I see you. Hope you're having a nice time. Or hope you had a nice day. And um we are supposed to have two guests, which I'm going to be calling one now. I just shared our guest invitation and hopefully she's going to join in. So I'm coming. Let me call them manually. So before we start talking on surveys, I would like to show you guys proof that survey is really legit. It's real and it has benefited lots of people, including myself and the other two admins that are going to be coming on this live stream. Yeah, Shineye, good evening. Hope you had a nice time. So please, in case by chance you cannot hear me, hello Priva. In case by chance you cannot hear me, please communicate that in the comment section. If you also have questions to ask, also communicate that in the comment section. All right. So when the guests come in, before they come
Dear
in,
customer, the number you have dialed is not reachable.
oh my God, regardless whether they join in or not, the webinar is still going to hold. So as I was saying, I said I'm going to be sharing my screen. So I'll be able to prove or show you guys proof or something, so you know that this thing is actually very real and legit. So please just give me few seconds or few minutes rather, so um I'll be able to join you guys. Yeah. So just give me a few minutes. Let me share my screen. Oh my God. So first of all, I'm Precious Ben. You can call me Precious, but I'm Precious Ben. And I started survey since April. So if we are if we are to calculate, I've been taking survey for more than for I think 6 months or so. And all I can tell you is um to tell you that you need to take survey for real. Like you need to take survey really very serious, because for the past 6 months survey has been putting food on my decks and it has been helping me in one way or the other. Yeah. And if you have the mentality that you want to get money quick, or you are trying to generate quick money on survey. Hi Priva, good evening.
Good evening.
All right. Welcome on board. Sorry, please, can you mute your mic a little?
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. So, Okay, so I think we are good now. Hopefully before the end of this webinar, Coach Miracle is going to join in. So as I was saying before, my co-coach came in. First of all, I am Precious Ben, and I have been taking surveys since April this 2025, and since April 2025, I've been taking surveys, though I was not consistent at the beginning because, first of all, uh, it's I don't know, I'm not a consistent person. Do you understand? So I wasn't consistent at first. So the whole of April, the whole of May, I wasn't consistent until June when hunger wants to kill me. And sorry, I'm not going to be using deep words, but when hunger wants to buy me, and I was like, I have a course that is actually very, very capable of changing my life. Why am I sleeping on the course, or why am I sleeping on the updates? And that was when I decided to stay locked in, and I started, taking surveys. Even though I wasn't as very, very consistent as other people, or I wasn't very serious as other people, but for the time being, I have been able to make more than £200 on survey. Yeah, I don't want to say the specific figure because I don't want to say the specific figure for some reason, but just know I've made more than £200 from survey. I've been able to set up my life with the help of survey. I don't know why you are having problem with me not showing my face or me showing my face. I don't know. I don't know if that's the purpose of the class, or you want to understand what survey is before the I don't really understand, but I'm not going to be showing my face for some reasons. So as I was saying, on this webinar, I'm going to be sharing what survey is, why people are paying you because you are answering questions, and the survey site you should start with as someone that do not have money to purchase a course or to pay for mentorship. I'm going to be sharing two survey sites you can navigate through as a beginner. And I'm also going to be sharing what you need to get paid on survey. Yeah. And my co-coach is going to be sharing our own part or our own story on surveys as well. So before we proceed, I would like her to introduce herself and all of that. So please, Coach Priva, can you do a quick introduction? Awesome.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Coach Priva, and I'm lucky to be a friend to the coach hosting this program, Coach Precious, also known as Precious Ben. So I'm just going to be telling a short story for myself. Like a lot of youths in Nigeria, I was working as a waitress in a hotel, and I stumbled across this course. One of my Christian sisters was advertising it on our platform, and I was like, I've known her for quite a while. She won't scam me, because that's one of the things we ought to look out for. So I paid for the course, and I didn't really take it serious at first because I was scared of losing my job while I'm paying attention to something else. That's one of the things a 9 to 5 does to you. It makes you so concentrated on building someone's own. While it's not a bad thing, with this era where we are, it's sort of like a bad thing you are doing to yourself. So while I paid for the course, I was feeling bad, like, oh, they've scanned me, because I wasn't really serious. I just wanted to earn, like they say, you can earn £100 in a month. That was my ginger. I was focused on the money, so I abandoned the course. As time goes on, I'll be seeing cash outs on the platform, and I will be like, but it's the same time me and these people joined. What are they doing that I'm not doing? So early this year, I quit my job and started focusing on surveys. Yes, I quit my job. Yes, along the line, I was hungry, I was broke because I just bought food stuff and I had nothing on me anymore. I even closed down a business that I opened because I didn't have enough capital to push through with the business. So I started surveys, and like I was using a phone. I have to say this. I was using a phone that was just 3 GB and 32 GB ROM, no space. I had to delete my other social media accounts except WhatsApp and Facebook, and I was doing surveys. And I can tell you for a fact that every month I earn 500K from surveys. Yes, I've been able to do a lot of things for myself. I've been able to do a lot of things for my siblings. Like I also introduced my siblings to surveys, and I can say for a fact that my life has changed for good. The things I would not normally buy because I was scared, if I buy this, what if an expenses come tomorrow? I buy them now. Yes, the soft girl life I would not normally live, I'm actually living it now. This is what survey can do for you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Precious Ben.
All right. All right. Thank you very much for your words. So, first of all, before I proceed, I'm going to say, please, if you have negative energy around me, I would suggest you exit the live stream because I really do not like it when people are very, very negative around me. I don't know. I've been trying all I can to have positive mindset and positive energy, and I really do not like it with when people come up with negative energy. Before I started, I said I have I started survey since April. I never said since January. So I don't know why Shineye would be coming up with £200 from that January till this December. Like I don't know how it's making sense to you, but um if you know you have some negative energy, it is best you exit the live stream. That's number one. Number two, I will repeat it again. I started survey since April. That was when I purchased the course from someone with the hope of me being financial or broke free. And for the whole of April and the whole of May, I did not even partake in it because of I wasn't very consistent, or should I say I am a very lazy person until June when it dawned on me and I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just do this stuff. And now the reason why I am not on video is because I am not in my own personal apartment. I am in a family apartment, and because I did not plan my way well, I thought probably I would be in my personal apartment by this time, but unfortunately, my big mommy she called and I cannot ignore her call, and I cannot put on the camera because of light issues and all of that. And that's the reason my camera is off. And I am trying to share screen to show you guys proof, but I cannot. I don't know why I cannot share screen because I did not
Why don't
move
you drop
with
it in the comment section? Why don't you drop it in the comment section?
yeah, that's what I'm
Is it
about to
possible?
do now. So I'm going to be
Use your other
sharing
phone. Use your other phone and stream, then drop it in the comment section.
exactly. I think that's what I will do now. So I'm going to be using my other phone to drop screenshots of payments from other students, and I would like you to go through the comments and please get to see things for yourself. Yeah. So first of all, we are going to be starting with the meaning of survey. Um, Survey in a layman understanding and in a simple term is about, first of all, I will not say it's about you just randomly answering questions. Yeah, it is about you answering questions and giving your feedbacks, but survey is a gathering of data and information that would help both the brand and you as a person. So I'm going to be giving example. For instance, you all know this brand, or let me say, okay, you all know Enikin, right? So Enikin is an alcohol brand, and Enikin will be like, oh, people have been taking Enikin for a very long time, and I really want to probably the CEO of Enikin brand. Okay, so he or she will be like, oh, I have been, ever since I've been selling this my Enikin products and people have been taking it, I really need to understand people thought about this Enikin product, right? So what Enikin CEO is going to do is going to collaborate with survey sites. These sites, they are just like the middleman. They connect you to, they connect consumers or human being to brand owners, so that those human being, which is you, they are going to share their thoughts or what they think about the product, and this survey site is going to send the feedback back to the brand owner, and the brand owner, they are going to collect those data and information, and then they would use it to work more on their brand. I don't know if you understand me, but if you're not understanding me, please tell me so I will repeat myself. So now, in one word, what I'm trying to say is survey is all about collecting data and information from human being and sending it back to brand owners, that will help these brand owners work more or do better on their product advertisement or whatsoever they want opinion, human opinion for. So there are lots of brands that collaborate with survey sites. There are lots of brands, and clothing brands, children outfit brands, food, and computers and all of that thing. So so as I was saying, the reason why they actually pay you for thought, okay, before we move into there, first of all, I need you to understand that all of these things do not work in Africa as a whole. Though Africans or African brands, they do request for reviews. I should believe that lot of you has used apps to an extent that you want to, it will just get to a point, the apps would ask you to drop your review or drop your experience on them. I don't know if anybody has encountered that, especially on Facebook or any app. Sometimes it can be gaming app, you can be playing game on apps, and all of a sudden they'll just tell you you should send how many stars, if it's 5 star, 4 star, or you should send what you think about the app. I don't know if you've ever experienced that. I have experienced that firsthand with lots of African brands or African sites. But guess what? You don't get paid because, first of all, African, they don't value humans, not to talk of valuing human thoughts. But it is not like that in the Western world. That is the foreigners, especially the USA or the UK, or should I say the Europeans and the Westerners or white people at large. They so much value human being a lot. Like, they value humans a lot, and they so depend on human thoughts. Forget the fact that the foreigners or the white people, they are always creating AI or robots or stuff like that. But trust me when I tell you that they solely rate the human beings and they value human thoughts, and they believe that for them to get your opinion or for them to get your thoughts, they need to pay for your time, because taking survey is not something you will just sit in 1 minute and you are done. Most times we take surveys for 2 hours, for 5 hours. I believe Coach Priva, in a day she takes survey 5 hours. Me personally, sometimes I take for 3 hours, I take for 2 hours. Remember, I told you from the beginning that I am a very lazy person. Okay, laziness is one of the things that is dealing with me, but I still try to take for 2 hours, 3 hours, sometimes 5 hours. It all depends on my mood. So it is not something you can just sit in 1 minute and say you are done. Do you understand? So imagine you spending your 5 hours of a time and to take survey, to give your thoughts, to give your opinion, and all of a sudden they just tell you thank you for your feedback. They know it is not fair. Even if we are in a fucked up society in the Africa, but the white people, they know it is actually not fair. They value time, they value human thoughts, and that's why they are doing everything they can to make sure that human beings are comfortable for them to be able to give honest and good reviews. So how do you come in? We all know, okay, this is for the white people, and it is specifically the white brands that always collaborate with sites and pay people, right? And we Africans, we have a way, we have hustling spirit. We always try to navigate through stuff that is not even ours and try to make money off it. And that is why we Africans, we try to, break into that system and act like white people to get access to the survey site and also get money from them. So that is the reason why, to for you to be able to work as a surveyor, whether for the UK, Australia, Canada, or whatsoever country, you need to first of all convince them that you are not in an African country. You need to convince them that you are part of them or you reside in their country. How do you do that? That is where the use of VPN comes in, and that is why we use VPN to change our location into whatsoever country we want to work for, so that we'll be able to have access to their survey site. So please, before I move on, do you have any question with what I've said so far or something? If you have a question, kindly drop that in the comment section. Thank you very much. I'll be giving like a minute for you to do so. If you do not understand anything, please say that in the comment section. Thank you. So we'll be counting 60 seconds. Okay. 60, 50, 49, 48, 47, 40 kinikon, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. I don't know. I think everybody is flowing along. All right. From the beginning, I did not say anybody should pay for any course. I said, Jehovah. Okay. Now, what kind of VPN app are we using? Okay, fine. First of all, we have lots of VPNs. We have NordVPNs, we have Proton VPNs, we have a whole lot of VPN. If you go into your Play Store, you are going to see lots of VPNs, right? But then the VPN that I am using personally is called the Mysterium VPN. So what you are going to be doing now is go into your Play Store, probably after this webinar and all of that, is to go into your Play Store and download Mysterium VPN. You can also make use of any VPN of your choice. It all depends on you. But the purpose or what matters is the VPN is capable enough to change your phone location from Nigeria, from Ghana, from Congo, from whatsoever African country to UK, USA, Canada, or whatsoever country you want to work for. I specifically work for Australia, I work for Germany, I work for UK, I work for USA. So whenever I want to work for this site, all I just need to do is to go into my VPN, change my phone location, change the phone location. So any VPN you want to use, you should actually use it. Do you understand? So now let's move to other tool you need as a UK or as a surveyor, or if you know you want to flourish or excel well in surveying. So now, the other thing you are going to do, remember you are not a citizen of the country you want, a broke African that is trying to make money and you need to work your way into the system. So now you are going to be creating what we call a working profile. What is that profile? What is working profile specifically meant for? It's actually meant for it is something you need to set up, and it's supposed to be, or it should be very, very convincing enough, because whenever you register on a survey site, they are going to ask some questions, and these questions like what is your name, what is your email. Okay, before we go to working profile, apart from VPN, after you've gotten your VPN, the next thing you are going to be doing is to create a foreign email. What are foreign email called? Like email that you use your VPN to create. How do you create a foreign email? You've connected your VPN to, for instance, you want to work for UK, and you've seen that okay, your VPN is reading UK, it is confirmed that it is reading UK, the next thing you are going to go to is your Gmail app, the same way you created your Nigeria email, right? All of you know how to create email already. So you go into your Gmail, you create a new Gmail account with your VPN on. Make sure that your VPN is on, and make sure that the name you are going to be using to create that email is a foreign name. How do you get foreign names? That is why we make use of ChatGPT as well. You go to ChatGPT and you ask ChatGPT for names that are common in the UK world, or in Australia, or in Japan, or whatever country, and ChatGPT will give you a whole lot of names. So all you just need to do is to pick any name you want to pick, and then you use it to create the email. Automatically you've created a foreign email. So now let's move down to what's it called, your working profile. So whenever you're about to register on a survey site, before they will connect you to the foreign company, they are going to ask some questions, which are: what is your name? It is advisable you use names that are common in the country you want to work for. You cannot say you want to work for UK and then you are using your biological name that is a Nigerian name. These people, they know how African names name their children, and they know how the foreigners name themselves. You understand? So you are going to pick one of American name, or Australian name, or Japan. ChatGPT will be there to guide you through, and then you put it inside your working profile. The foreign email you've created, you put it in there, and then they are going to ask you for your hobbies. They are going to ask if you are married. Definitely you must not tell them you are single. You are going to say you are married, even if you are not married in your real life. Survey is different from whosoever you are in reality. Do you get? So you are going to put in that you are married. You are going to put in that you have 2 children. You are going to put in that you are 26 to 30 years. You are going to put in all of those things in your working profile. So if they ask you these questions, you are going to tell them all of these things I'm telling you. First of all, your name should be foreign name. Second of all, your email should be foreign email. Third of all, you should always tell them that you are white. You cannot tell them that you are a black person. Do you understand? Why you cannot tell them you are a black person? Before you be like, oh, there are a lot of black Americans. Yes, but most Americans, they are racist. Do you understand? They don't just like it when you are black. They don't, even if you are bona fide or you are certified America, as long as you are black, a whole lot of them, they don't just like black people. So there is no way you are going to tell them you are black, except if you do not want to take survey, or you don't want to get surveys. Do you get? They can just decide not to send survey to you, all because of your skin tone, or all because you tell them that you are black. So you are going to always tell them that you are white. You are going to always tell them that you are married, because they want someone that has a balanced life. And you are always going to tell them that you have 2 children, because definitely a balanced white or a balanced foreigner always have 2 kids. And you are going to tell them that you are a middle class person. That means you are not rich, you are not poor, you are just okay. And you are going to convince them that you are a middle class person. How do you do that? Any other questions they are asking you that you cannot provide an answer for, you head over to ChatGPT, and then you tell ChatGPT to provide the answer for you. So moving on with that working profile and all of that, do you have any other question? That I have said it before, there are various VPN. If you feel like you don't have money to buy VPN, the VPN I am using, I paid for it. I subscribed for it. Yeah, the VPN that you can subscribe for 2K, for 3K, for 4K, 5K, 7K. It all depends on how guided you are. But if you know that you are completely broke, like you are broke, you don't have money, there are lots of free VPN. All you just need to do is to go to Google and ask Google that what are free VPNs that I can use to change my phone location. Google will give you a whole lot of options. Thunder VPN is there, Nord is there, Proton is there. So all you just need to do is to download it, to register and all of that. So how can we create working profile on the app? So first of all, you go to your notepad on your phone. I believe you have notepad on your phone, right? So when you go to your notepad, oh my god, it's just so sad that I cannot share my screen. So first of all, when you go to your notepad, you would edit working profile for survey. So first of all, you are going to write out your name, the full name you want to be bearing in the survey word. You write it out. You
Sorry,
write out.
Professor Dan, please hold. Sorry. Instead of sharing your screen, why don't you do this? The place where you find the video icon there, you click on it now. You click on that arrow near the video icon. You change your camera to facing back, so you can use your back camera. If where you are, your camera is back, you can use your back camera to show them what the note looks like.
All right, that's right. Thank you very much for these tips. All right, so I think I'm going to be making use of that now. Facing back. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. So please, can you see my other phone? Can you see it clearly? If you can see my other phone, please drop a comment. Yeah. Okay. Can anybody see my other phone? I don't know why this thing is. Jesus Christ, what happened? Please, I'm coming. No, I mistakenly removed someone. I'm coming. I'm on. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, Priva. I don't know how I did that, but I mistakenly removed you from the live stream. So, can you see my screen? Abi? Can you see
Try making it stable. It's not stable.
my Okay, not too clear. You
Then
guys are going to manage it like that. I don't know what
brighten
else
your
to do about it.
brighten your screen, brighten your phone screen to the highest. Brighten it to the highest.
Can you see it now? All right, Sha. So this is my working profile. This is my working profile. I'm trying to make it full my screen. So this is my working profile. For the first one, you're going to see my first name. My first name, I made use of a foreign name there, and the last name. And you can see I put UK number here, but you don't have to have a UK number. I do not even have one, and that is why it is blank. And then for the postal code, that postal code, you are going to ask ChatGPT to give you random addresses in the UK or in Australia or whatsoever country you want to work for, and they are going to give you the postal code. You are going to copy it and put it there, and it will also give you address. It will also give you the city. It will also give you the country. The country I'm working for currently is England, and you can see in my ethnic group here, I specifically said I am a white, right? So for my date of birth on the survey ward, I am 29 years old, and for your occupational status is going to be full-time employment. Please do all you can to make sure that you are writing all of these things. First of all, you are supposed to even have a book and Bible close to you, but it's no problem. So for my occupational status, I'm going to tell them that I am a full-time employee, and for organization sector, I am an IT personnel. And for in case they ask you where are you working, you said you are an IT personnel. So yes, exactly are you working? So you are going to meet ChatGPT and ask that ChatGPT, oh please, oh give me organization in the UK that that I can work with as an IT person. ChatGPT will give you a lot of options. Just choose from there. ChatGPT will even give you the organization postcode. It will even give you the organization number and all of that thing. So now we make use of paper. I cannot list. Okay, let's go again from beginning. First of all, your name, your first name, your last name. Ask ChatGPT to give you names of foreigners. Then your postal code, that is your house address. Ask ChatGPT to give you addresses in whatsoever country you want to work for. It will give you a lot of options. Just choose one out of there. The country I am currently working for is the England, and England is in UK. Do you understand? You can say you want to work for London in UK. So anyone, it's up to you. So all of these things, you write it inside your notepad, and your ethnic group should be white. And your date of birth. Currently, I'm 29 years old in the survey world. My occupational status is a full-time employment. My organization sector is IT. My organization address, when you tell ChatGPT to give you organization sector, it is going to give you lot of organization address. So all you just need to do is to pick one and add there. Then it will even still give you the organization phone number. And I told you earlier on, survey people or companies, they want someone that has a balanced life. In the survey world, I have two children. My firstborn is 7 years. You can choose from 6 to 10 years. It all depends on you. My second born is 4 years. Um, you guys are rushing things. I don't even understand. I am coming 1-1. I have said, oh, I've talked about VPN alone because I'm coming 1-1. I'm talking on working profile before I will now
Can
start
you,
telling you.
Precious Ben, can you go on a break first so that I will address them on this their mindset stuff? Can you go on a break so I'll address them on mindset? Because I'm seeing their
Okay,
comment.
thank
Okay.
you very much. Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much. I've been seeing your comments, and like everyone else, it happened to me as well. Everyone has this urge to make money because, as we are, our bills don't sleep. Even when we sleep at night, we wake up to consuming bills. And one of the attitude that comes with us whenever we hear of paying platforms are, I want to make this money sharp, sharp. I want to make this money sharp, sharp. You don't care to follow due process. Like Precious Ben has said earlier, these platforms are not in our country. But of course, we know as Africans that we are headstrong. And when we fix our mind on something, we don't give up easily. But there is only one way you succeed in this life. Like I usually tell Precious Ben when we are chatting, and she will laugh at me. Yes, I monthly I earn up to 500K from surveys. I plan myself up and calculate my earnings, and so far whenever I check from my account, I see that on a rough sum, I have up to 500K every month from these sites and platforms. And it all happened with a mindset because when I first of all got my course, I was not serious. Like I said, I was scared of losing my 9 to 5 job because as a waitress, you are on ground full time. The next day, even when you get home, you are so tired, like you sleep off and all. But like I said, I was motivated. I could not take the insults from my bosses, my customers, and I was motivated that if I wanted to excel, I had to make certain decisions. And now, when I made that decision to quit my job, I failed at first. And here are some of the reasons why I failed: the urge to make money and not paying attention. Many of us, I'm seeing comments like, I bought this course as well, and I've not been able to check on it. The urge, you have a urge to make money but you don't want to follow the process, and I'm telling you truthfully, you will not make anything from surveys if you are like that. When you go on the internet, you see people saying surveys don't pay your bills, surveys don't do this. It's because those same people, their mindset is so bad that they think survey is money doubling. Survey is not money doubling. You are paid for your efforts the same way your 9 to 5 pays you, is the same way survey pays you. But the only difference is that with surveys, you can work with multiple platforms, you can have multiple accounts, and as a beginner, instead of your normal 30K wage or your normal 40K wage, you can earn from 60 to 120K. But your mindset has to be different. I noticed here that somebody was actually talking out of points. Yes, I won't mention your name, but you were actually talking out of points. When you come to a platform, let me tell you the truth, you're talking about course. Almost every month I buy a course. But one thing I've built myself to understand is if you are going to learn a course successfully, you have to keep quiet when your coach is talking. Nobody is trying to control you, but if you don't pay attention, you will not grab anything here, Precious Ben is saying. You won't grab anything. And at the end of the day, when you are failing, you start blaming your village people. You start saying they are lying. That's why you see many people ranting online. whenever they get a digital course, whenever they sign up for paying platforms. And one of the reasons is because we are so used to Ponzi. And the truth is that Ponzi is no longer a thing in my life. Of course, I did Ponzi and they scam me back to back because we don't pay attention. My brother said something one time. He said those Ponzi platforms, they put a contract there that if anything happens, they will not pay you back anything. But how many of us really check those contract agreements when we sign up for all these Ponzi platforms? We don't check. The only thing we go and do at the end of the day, we start protesting. Protesting will not change anything. People are working behind the scenes. People are making money behind the scenes. I have friends that are making up to 1 million from surveys because they paid attention. That's why they are doing well. What will separate you from those that are complaining is your desire to learn, your desire to pay attention. And it starts with calming down. Be calming down. So let me leave my coach to continue, my very good friend Precious Ben. Precious Ben, you can continue.
All right, thank you very much for that. So now that I have found a way of, showing my screen, I'm going to be showing people's, like, I have over, first of all, let me go into my main group so you know that I am actually not serious in here. So this is my main survey group, and as you can see there, I have over 200 students. Am I getting that right? Yeah. Okay, I have over 200 students that I have been coaching since April till today, and you can see that, right? I don't know why this thing is frustrating me. So I have over 236 students, and I cannot, if the thing is actually not real or it's not legit, I would not gather over 100 students and come and be telling them. And if it is actually not paying or it is not worth anything, these students, they would have, come out on the internet to say, oh, Precious Ben is a liar or stuff like that. So now, before we proceed, or before I continue with what I'm saying, I'm going to be showing these students that I just showed you in my personal group or in my main group. I'm going to be sharing their testimony on this screen as well. So I don't know how bold you can see, but you can see that someone just received, this person's payment was her first payment, and she received £1 in less, £4, I mean, in less than 3 days, or I mean 4 days of her taking survey questions. And this next person, there are lots of testimonies in here that I don't even know where to start from. This is £23, and this person actually made it in a week. And this over here is £13, same 1 week. £13, the £13 from another person. If you can read through my screen, you can see that these people are having different names, but I don't want to call their name out and all of that. So this is actually not a playful thing. This one is even £615. That is how far, or that is how big you can make it on survey if you settle down. As at the time this person made this £615, you can see that the person was trying to make a withdrawal, and it was 1.2 million naira. So sorry, nobody is actually coming here to play. Like, I will not waste my time to come and say things that are not true. I, Precious Ben, will never do that. So these are other reviews. So all I just beg of you is to just calm down and pick the important information you can pick from me from this free webinar. So as I was saying, I will go again from the beginning. So your working profile, the first thing you are going to be taking note of is your name. Your name. Your name. First of all, you cannot say you want to work for foreigners, or you want to work for the survey ward, and then you are bearing Chukwudi, or they ask you what is your name and you tell them that your name is Chukwudi. These people, they are not dumb. The white people, they are very smart. They are smart enough to know how African name their children and how they name themselves. You understand? So you are going to ask ChatGPT that, please, oh, give me foreign name. If you are going to work for Australia, you tell them, give me foreign names in Australia. Then you pick out of anyone you want to pick and then you write it down. Always write it down. You can see mine is written down. I have lot of templates for different survey sites that are written down. You can see them all year. Like you can, these are my working template. So always write down your template. And the next thing you are going to do is your address. You cannot say you want to work for the UK and they ask you where are you staying and then you go and put in your Nigeria house address. Aba, it is not going to work that way. So how can you get address? First of all, most of us, especially me, I have never been, in fact, I have never crossed border out of Nigeria before. I've never crossed, but I don't even know how it looks like over there. But I can give you 10 address in UK off my head if you want me to. How did I get to know all of those things? ChatGPT helped me. That is why we make use of ChatGPT. So you are going to ask ChatGPT that, please give me 10 addresses in Australia, give me 10 addresses in UK, give me 10 addresses in Germany. ChatGPT would give you, even if you want 50, ChatGPT would give it to you. So when ChatGPT give you that, all you need to do is to write it down. And then you can see my country where it's I am working specifically in England, and England is in UK. So when you're done with that, they will now ask you, what is your occupation? Are you a part-time worker or are you a full-time worker? You cannot tell them that you are a part-time worker. So you tell them, I am a full-time worker. And they will ask you, where are you working? Then you ask ChatGPT that, please, can you give me organizations in whatever country you are working for? ChatGPT will give you a lot of information about organizations and then you write it down. And let's move on to my children's date of birth. I specifically said they want someone with a balanced life, and I have two children in the survey ward. My firstborn is 7 years and my secondborn is 4 years old, and my husband is 33 years old, and I myself, I am 29 years old in the survey ward. So if you are a boy, you can tell them that, oh, me, I'm 30 years, my wife is 25 years. It all depends on you, whatever age you want to be. But make sure that the age is between 26 to 35. So now, your email. Remember I told you that you are not going to be using your Nigeria or your African email. You are going to create your foreign email. How do you create foreign email? Get a VPN, change the VPN location to whatsoever country you think you want to work for, and then use it to create Gmail. Go to your Gmail app and create a Gmail the same way you created your Nigeria Gmail. But the only thing different is you have your VPN on. Automatically, that Gmail is a foreign Gmail. And your education level, you should always tell them that you are a BSc or a master holder. You cannot tell them that you are a secondary school leaver. What are they using you for? Nothing. Then let's move out to annual income. Your household annual income, they will ask you, how much is your family earning? Tell them that my family is earning 100,000 every year, or 50 or 90. It all depends on whatever figure you want to put there. And then we ask you your travel purpose, they will ask you your hobby, they will ask you what is your mobile network. You ask ChatGPT that what are the mobile networks that are popular in the UK world and all of those things. And that is how you are sure that your working template is set. And then you now know that, okay, right now I can start taking surveys, right? So that is that on working profile. Please, if you have any other question or if you have a question, you can ask now before I move on to the survey site you should work on as a beginner. So if you have a question, please drop your question in the comment section. Thank you very much. And I think the third coach, Coach Miracle, is actually on the live stream now. Coach Miracle, are you there with us? Hi, Coach Miracle. Good evening.
I'm here with you guys now. I'm here with you guys. My phone actually switched off.
All right. So, thank you. So, anybody have any question? If you have any question, you drop that in the comment section. If you don't, please, I would like Coach Miracle to introduce himself and also share his own experience or how a survey benefited him one way or the other. So you know that it's not only me and Coach Priva that we are not speaking gibberish and all of those things. So, Coach Miracle, please quickly introduce yourself and also tell us how survey has been a benefit to you before I answer the questions in the comment section. Thank you very much.
All right, guys. Good evening. It's been a pleasure being here with you guys. So, my name is Miracle. I don't call myself a coach. Sorry. My name is Miracle. So, I'll be doing survey for a while now. I've been doing survey for a while now. I can tell you guys that survey has really done a lot. When I mean a lot, I mean a lot. Survey has done a lot for me. Survey has done a lot for me, starting from when I started because I wasn't putting much effort because all this making money online, I don't usually put effort in it because I usually see it as a scam. That is the first thing that come my mind when I heard of survey. I thought it was a scam. So when I actually started, I wasn't putting much effort. I wasn't putting much effort because I don't really know how it works. So I got I got to work on some survey platform, but I wasn't having the right knowledge, which a lot of you that is here, you are in my you are in my shoes. I wasn't having much knowledge in survey back then, so it was just like time wasting for me because I was doing it, but I wasn't making money from it. Here you get. So
So, so I think his network has disconnected or something. So, all right. So whenever I come back on board, it's going to continue from where he stopped or something. So, yes, you are going to be creating a different working template or a profile template for different survey sites.
I wasn't making money from it. So I wasn't making money from it. It was just like wasting of time because I don't have the right knowledge back then. So with the help of some of my friends that was also doing survey, that is how I actually got into the survey stuff. So after
Hmm, network issues. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
please wait, let me refresh my Wi-Fi.
Okay. While it's refreshing, let me quickly answer the questions. So first of all, you are going to be creating different profile templates for your different survey. I work for about 10 survey sites, but I'm going to be sharing two out of those 10 survey sites for you to go and work with. Yeah. So I have 10 different templates for those 10 different survey sites. So now, creating foreign email, it is not hard. It is the same way you create your
Can
normal
you hear me?
Amer- okay, yes, coach. It is the same way you are creating your Gmail. The only thing different is that you are going to on a VPN so that your phone location will change from Nigeria or from Cameroon or from Ghana to that country. When you have VPN, you will see where they will show you different options of country. You select the country you want to work for. If it's UK, if it's US, if
Can
it's
you
Australia, if it's Germany, if it's Japan.
hear me now?
Yes, Coach Miracle, we can hear you. And then you go to your Gmail and you create the Gmail. Simple. And then Amarachi said for a student like me who finish classes around 3 to 4, how many hours is advisable? It all depends on you now. Me, I am not a student, but sometimes I work for 2 hours, sometimes I work 1 hour, sometimes I work 3 hours, sometimes I work 30 minutes. It all depends on you. If you think you can work for 5 hours after your classes, it is okay. If you think you can work for one, it is okay. You can control how many hours you want to work for, but just know that you are going to be getting paid as you work. Do you understand? You are going to be getting paid as you work. You are not going to be paying under or extra. Exactly as you work, that's how you are going to be getting paid. So anyhow you want to work, or how many hours you want to work, it now depends on you. It is for you to control it. They are not going to tell you, oh, you must work for this hour. No, it is you. Gon, you yourself, you will decide how many hours you want to work for. Do you get that? So Coach Miracle is trying to set up his network. So before he does that, let me just move into the next point, or the next important information I will want you to know. So now that you are going to be creating your this thing, please and please, you go to your browser. First of all, what I will advise you to do is, you cannot use Google to take survey. Why? Because now you've created your VP, you've done your VPN, you've set your VPN to America. Google, they have one kind of crazy thing. When you use Google, Google will go and tell them that, oh, this person is lying, or the person is using VPN to change location, and that is not what you want. Okay, so what you are going to, the kind of browser you are going to be downloading now, I would type that in the comment section. Number one, NI browser. Number two, Brave browser. Number three, um number okay, those two browsers are actually very okay. So it's either you use the Brave browser or you use the MI browser. Know that you are not allowed to use the, what's it called, you are not allowed to use Google. So now that you've done that, the next thing you are going to do now is to type in, please take note of this survey site, because this survey site I'm about to tell you now, I'm not going to be repeat. Okay, I would only do you a favor, and and I will only do you one favor, and type it in the comment section. So first of all, you are going to register on Eureka survey. Oh my god. Eureka Eureka survey. This survey is beginner friendly. It is a survey site that anybody can work with, and it is a site that anybody can work with, whether you are in primary school or whatsoever. You can actually use it. So you register on Eureka survey, and when you register on Eureka survey, with that Eureka survey, the minimum withdrawal, or the minimum amount you need to get to before you'll be able to make a withdrawal is £4 or $4. It all depends on the country you are working for. If it's Australia, 4 AUD. If it's Canada, Canadian dollars. If it's UK, £4. If it's USA, $4. That's the minimum. And then another survey site you should work with is Pop Survey. Pop Survey. This survey site is also beginner friendly. Don't mind this my phone. Okay, so this survey site is also beginner friendly. So work on Eureka survey, work on Pop Survey, and it's going to give you your first $4 to $20 to start with, so that your mind will dey that, oh, I am not playing. So you'll be able to have an idea of what survey is, so that you'll be able to know that, oh, I am not playing, this thing is actually legit. So work with those two survey sites. Those are the only two survey sites I'm going to be giving you for joining this free webinar. And before you come and say, Kiniko, Kiniko, I want you to know that this is something you can do with your smartphone. When I showed you guys my phone just now, you can see I'm using an Android phone. If you have an Android phone, you can use an Android phone. If you have an iPhone, you can use an iPhone. But please do not forget to create your working profile. Do not forget to download these two browsers I asked you to download, and then you go to Eureka Survey, and then you register and start taking surveys on it. So that is that I think I should share with you. And Coach Priva, please, if you have any other thing you want to say, you can say it before I would take the last questions, and then we will end this live stream in the next 20 minutes. Thank you.
Good evening. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So I'm going to start with answering that question where she asked about, as a student, how long can she do surveys after closing from studies? Well, like Precious Ben said, me, I don't work, so I do surveys up to 9 hours. It depends on you too. I mostly work late in the night, so I sleep in the afternoon so that I can gather enough strength to work in the night. So it depends on you, but I'm just going to be sharing a time planner if you are interested in surveys. The time planner is waking up in the morning after doing every necessary thing. You don't have to do all, just do the main, cook your food and all. By 10, you start taking surveys till 4. That's if you are a stay home. You take surveys till 4 and you rest till 10 o'clock in the night. You can go on for 3 to 4 hours, then you cut. Another strategy is, do not depend on cashing out daily as a beginner. Don't go and do like us. You'll be so frustrated that you end up quitting surveys. Many people that actually went into surveys, those are one of the reasons why they quit surveys. You hear your coach telling you that you can cash out so amount. Instead of focusing on mastery, which is understanding what you are doing, you focus on the money as a beginner. I am saying this because I like being plain when I'm saying it. As a beginner, don't focus on the money. Focus on understanding these platforms you are working with. When Precious Ben was talking, she said these sites can actually detect that you are Nigerian. Now, how do you answer the questions? Is one of the thing. What, like, how do you ask ChatGPT that, okay, for instance, you are asked about a brand because they are asking questions about brands. So one of the questions that they usually ask is for 12 months, how many times have you gone on vacation? What vacation agencies do you use? You go and ChatGPT now and ask vacation agencies, list of vacation agencies. No, you can't ask ChatGPT like that, because you asking ChatGPT now, ChatGPT will be working based on your location, because when you enter ChatGPT, for you to get the answer to your question, you have to log in your email. So instead of that, you ask ChatGPT a list of travel agencies in UK, and ChatGPT will come up with these agencies. It's very important that you know the right way to ask ChatGPT this question. If not, you might be answering wrongly and you get screened out. Like I said, I work up to 9 hours. So as a student now, I would advise you not to even focus on the daily earning, rather compound and earn weekly or monthly. Yes, you can tell yourself that I want to hit 20 pounds every month. That's almost like 40K. If you know that you're a very busy person, very, very busy person. But I believe there's nobody that is too busy to make money. So if you want to excel as a surveyor, you must know how to manage your time. That's one of the things that have been helping me, because there are days I'm so tired. There are days that my head is so full and I'm like, oh my God, I need to rest. I need to rest. But the motivation that comes with it is my bills don't rest. My bills don't rest. I need to eat. I need to dress up. Those kind of things. Those should be your motivation. If you are a student, you have school fees to pay. I believe not everyone has parents that support you full time. I don't have, so I have to make sure I'm not begging anybody, because I've experienced the insults that come with begging or asking for help. So that's one of the reasons why you should know how to manage your time as a surveyor. I believe if you're even working any platform that you're working on, you must know how to manage your time. And as you're managing your time should yield profits. A survey job is a remote job. Many of you have heard of remote job. Remote jobs are jobs you apply for online that pay you in foreign currencies. A lot of them pay in foreign currencies, and you work hybrid. Sorry, you work from home. Hybrid is home and office. So you work from home. But this beautiful thing about surveys is this. When I was talking with Precious Ben the other day, I said, surveys, you can use your phone. I started with a 3 GB, 32 GB ROM phone that didn't have enough space. I just knew what I wanted, so I deleted anything that would take up space, down to movies, down to videos, pictures, because I knew what I was getting towards. And after a few months, I was able to get myself a Spark 40 C, and I'm looking forward to doing bigger things and better things. So I know many of you be like, I can't delete this thing from my phone. No, I can't. You have to. If you want to excel, you have to. Are you not tired of struggling? A lot of us are tired of struggling. I don't know about you. And you also know that next year you start paying tax. So is it that your little money that you're earning you want to pay tax from? Because trust me, the government will draw this their tax, as they are even owing World Bank, and or they will draw this their tax, they won't look back. Another thing, you might be a business owner. You think your business is enough? A business that you are eating from, you are paying your bills from. Before that business will grow, it will take time. So that's one of the reasons why you need another earning platform, so that you can grow. So maybe your business, you put capital, your business is growing, and you are putting the gains back into the business. Your capital and everything will stand still, and your business will be growing. Then you are eating from your surveys, you are meeting your expenses from your surveys. You cannot rely on one platform as a surveyor as well. Master like 3 platforms and earn from them. Don't rush because you're hearing people are doing this one. Understand the platform you are working with, and you are good to go. Also, like I always stress on mindset. Anytime I say it, Precious Ben laughs. Mindset is a very powerful tool. Whatever you are doing, whatever platform you are in, if you have a wrong mindset, you see people making money and you are there complaining that your village people are doing too much, when your village people, they don't even have power to stop you. So it's very important that you come to learn surveys with a right mindset. And I believe with everything I've said this night, you put it into implementation, because it's one thing to learn and it's another thing to implement. Somebody said it's laziness. If not, I would have started doing surveys. Ha, laziness. If you've been through a lot in this life, I'm not sure anything will make you lazy. If you've gone through a lot in this life, if you've actually gone through a lot, I don't want to start sharing. If you've actually gone through a lot, you'll be motivated daily. You won't rest. You won't even sleep. There were days where I had to drink coffee so that I won't sleep, because I know what I wanted. And now currently it's up to a point where if I have my mind on something that I want to do, this is what survey does. It trains you. You have your mind on something you want to pay for. You just set your time and say, by this time, so this week, I'm paying for this. And you withdraw, you pay for whatever you want to pay for. That's what I call financial independence. Financial independence is not your salary that you're earning, or you are able to. Financial independence is being able to print money. And as a surveyor, you are printing money daily, weekly, monthly. So I believe with everything I've said, you start your life as a surveyor and do well. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Priva, for Coach Priva, for that one. And So, like I said before, I said me personally, the VPN I am using is called the Mysterium VPN. It is not free. I subscribe for it every month. But if you know that you are broke and you cannot afford to subscribe for any VPN, you can check on Play Store for free VPNs, or you ask Google for free VPNs. You understand? So that's that. So now, how do you use your browser? I don't know how they use browsers. The same way you are using your Chrome, that's how you use browser. You just download it. The only thing is it has more security and it will not allow them detect that you are using VPN. And like I said, the two someone asked that where did where are we going to create your working profile? It is like I have a notebook. Oh, let me on my camera and show you guys my notebook so it's not look like I'm blabbing. Can you see? I have a notebook. This is my book. This is my survey book. I'm going to show you one time I was working on one survey, and this is my working template. I write it down. You can write it. You can write it anywhere you want to write it in. If it is your notebook in your phone, write it there. Look at my own working template for one survey site here. You can see my name, my address, London, country, England, all of those things. Look at it here. Look at my survey books, like for different survey sites. This is all the things I write down. That is why I said it from the beginning. I don't know why you are coming to this webinar and you did not hold your book to jot down important information. Maybe you can see these are a lot of survey sites I am working for. I am working for about 10 survey sites, and these are the important things I wrote down to know about them. So I don't know. That's where to create your this thing from. So that's that. So please, Coach Miracle, are you good now or something? Are you good to say what you want to say? Hello, Coach Miracle. Are you there with us? Oh my God, network is actually dealing with Coach Miracle. So now, lastly, before we go, I'm going to be saying this. I said it from the beginning of the video that on this the purpose of this webinar is to tell you that whether you want to purchase a course from any of the admin or request for mentorship, it's up to you. And if you feel you don't have, you can make use of this little thing we just said here. Work on the survey sites we just gave. I gave two survey sites, right? Eureka and Pub Survey. If you go through the comment section, you will see the name of those survey. Go into your browser, search for Eureka or search for Pub Survey. It will come out. Click on the link, register normal using the information you wrote down on your working profile. So now, with that, you can make up to from £4 to £20 for a start, for you to be able to use it, or you can make even more. You can even make up to £100 for you to be able to navigate through your normal lifestyle. But if by any chance you want to purchase the course, or you be like, oh, I want you to tell me other survey sites, and you want me to tell you other survey sites apart from these two survey sites I just said, or you want my private guidance, or you want to join other students. I show you guys the amount of other students I have 237 students already, right? So if you want to join other survey students and you want to be in that group chat with them, and you want to mingle with them, or you want, apart from everything I just said here, then you come into my DM, and then that is when I would ask you to purchase a course. But the purpose of this webinar, or the reason why I just said all of these things I just said, it is for you to go home this week or this January that we're about to enter, and you start working on those two sites to make your first money. However, my course is 12,000 naira at the moment. It might be increased to 20K as time goes, I don't know yet. I don't know how it's going to be from now till the end of January. But for now, my course is 12K. Yeah. So in case you are wondering or you feel like why would you need to purchase the course? Like I said before, it's for you to get access to other survey sites I'm working for. I shared just two. However, there are up to 10 survey sites or more than 10 for you to get access to other survey sites, and also for you to get access to the group mentorship, and also for you to get access to other students, and you mingle with them and all of us work together to make more money. So that is that on that. So, okay, how do we receive our payment after the survey? Very good. We make use of PayPal. I have my PayPal account. You can actually currently PayPal, they say PayPal is working for Nigeria, which is fair enough. So you can actually go into your Chrome browser or any of those browser I listed out there, and you create your PayPal account. Or better still, you meet people that are using PayPal account to collect money, and then you ask them to help you collect the funds from your survey site. However, students in my personal group, I thought, or we give them vendors that can help them, vendors that we trust, that can help them collect their funds through gift card or through their PayPal account. Or better still, we help them to, or we teach them how to create a good PayPal account. So whichever way you want to use is totally up to you. Make use of gift card, make use of PayPal, and all of that. So
I,
that's that. So Coach Miracle,
I
please
think my
anything you
network
want to.
is good now.
All right, no problem. So please you can say something before we round up.
You can hear me, right?
Yes, we
Someone
can.
actually commented, please, are we to pay for the mentorship now that we have not started making money?
Okay. You can go on.
This is when Coach Miracle is done. I also have something to say about that question. Hello?
What- Which question? I don't know the question you guys are
The
talking
one the
about.
person asked if are we going to pay for the mentorship now that we've not started earning? I also have something to say once Coach Miracle is done.
I don't know. Miracle is battling with a
Okay, let me talk.
serious mental.
Okay, let me just say what I have to say before he comes up.
Okay.
You see one thing, knowledge is everywhere. Because me, I'm a coach on my own. Knowledge is everywhere. You go on YouTube, you go on Pinterest, you find knowledge, but it's scattered. And of course, we hear people online saying, "Don't pay anybody to learn a course. Don't pay. They're lying. They're not. They're making money from you." Let me tell you something. Anything that is free in this life does not have value. There are lots of people that go out there, go and search for these survey sites on YouTube, they find them, but the right prompt to go ahead, the motivation to go ahead, the gingering to go ahead comes from a community. That's the whole truth. The gingering to go ahead, the gingering to forge ahead comes from a community. The motivation comes when you see people dropping receipts. When you ask somebody, how do you do this? And the person is telling you. So when I hear people saying they won't pay for courses, I laugh. Aside from survey, I've paid for a lot of courses. Currently, I'm a virtual assistant, yes. And I don't hold back when I see opportunities that are legit because my bills don't hold back. I'm this kind of coach. I teach with psychology. My bills does not hold back. They don't sleep. They don't sleep at all. So it's very important that if you want to do well as a surveyor, many of the students in Precious Ben Group, when did they start? They started the first week, they mastered their course, and the next week they started cashing out. Your salary is not enough. Oh. The money you're making from your business, hairplating, barbing, fashion and design is not enough. Have you not noticed that some of you are drop shippers, you sell clothes? Have you not noticed that people don't really fashion you if you don't have much goods? With surveys, you'll be able to make enough money to go to the market and get more goods so that people will buy from you. And how do you make that happen quickly? Mentorship. You cannot make it happen. Like, now that you've learned here, the truth is you cannot make anything happen quickly. You will do well, though, but it will take months. It might even take up to a year, and you get frustrated and say, they're just lying, they just want to eat our money. That's what they end up like, that's what people end up saying. But the truth is, if you want to excel as a surveyor, you need mentorship. Your coach will help you when it comes to, there are certain questions. We have questions like quality check questions. We have people having their accounts getting banned because this country is detected their address. This is where a coach comes in. So if you feel like you don't want to buy the course, nobody is forcing you, so you won't say they lured you. You feel like you are capable enough, you are smart enough, you can go ahead and do what you feel like. But if you know that you are ready to step into 2026 different, you are ready to make money, you are ready to be financially independent. I've had students that borrowed money from, forgive me for saying this precious, but they borrowed money from PayPal to they borrowed money from PayPal to start this survey. One of them cashed out £20 today. How much did she spend thoroughly for VPN and the course? And at
Like
that time
that.
she spent 10K. 10K. And what did she make today? £20. That's 40K. This is an investment. This is a lifetime investment. Survey has been on for a long time, a very, very long time. And only a few know about it. It's when mentorship came on board that people started knowing about it. Whenever I see courses that comes with mentorship, I feel like I'm blessed. I'm not saying this to lure anybody. If you can go on your own, fine. But if you know that you want to do well, that by second week of January you want to be making money, many of you, before your salary come, you don't go owe debt for somewhere, buy things left and right from somewhere. But with surveys at your back, you won't owe debt. You see your salary, you see money to save. Many of you are going to school, your parents can only afford school fees. This is your chance. I've had my
Coach
fellow colleague
Buba,
that all of us worked in the same place. She came aboard and told me, I want to buy this your course, I want to be involved, because that's where wisdom comes in. So that's all I have to say. Thank you very
please,
much.
sorry for interrupting. Sorry for interrupting. My network is very bad, and I don't think I'll be able to like continue with you guys. So I'll be waiting for the new student that will be registering in the survey course. I'll be waiting for you guys at the WhatsApp community. Come with your questions. I'll be waiting for you guys.
Right.
Can you
All
hear
right.
me?
Thank you, Miracle, for that. So that is that. Uh, yeah, that we got that. We got that. So thank you very much, Coach Miracle. Thank you very much, Priva, for joining in the webinar. I really, really appreciate you guys a lot. Like you guys have helped me a whole lot, and I sincerely appreciate the both of you. And okay, for those asking, is Coach Priva is on all my WhatsApp groups, same as Coach Miracle. They are all on my WhatsApp groups. They help me out in attending to students. That is what you get when you get access to the main WhatsApp group. They always communicate to my student there. They always ask questions, they always answer questions there. They always guide in stuff I am not available to teach. And that is how we've been working as teammates for the whole of this year. So we've said a lot of things, and I think we'll be ending the webinar now. Thank you very, very much for joining in. Once again, thank you, Priva. I sincerely appreciate you. And thank you for joining in today's class. Hopefully before the end of before February, I would be in my okay. Hopefully, when I get to my personal apartment and when I set up my studio, I'm going to be hosting a live stream where I'm going to be sharing my face, and we would go more and more deep. To create PayPal is actually not difficult. Just go into your browser, search for PayPal, and then you just create your PayPal the same way you create your OPay account or your Nigeria. It is actually not so difficult, but make sure that your VPN is on before you create PayPal so that it will not affect your foreign earnings, right? So that is that on today's webinar. And I hope you grab something. And I really want you guys to come to me and tell me that, oh, I have made so and so, so, so amount of dollars or pounds on Eureka, and I made so and so, so amount of pounds on Pop Survey. So that is that on today's free webinar class. I would see you guys in the next video, or I say that's the next video I will see you guys in class in the next classes to come. So goodbye, compliments of the season, happy new year in advance. This is from the decks of Precious Ben. Bye, good night.